Hello, Chaotic Crew. Bentley Michaels here. Well, summer is, we're definitely in it. It's getting warm out there. So make sure you stay inside in the air-conditioned room and, order from awesomedice.com and get 15% off your order with Chaotic at checkout. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, rate, review, help us climb the charts on iTunes or any of your podcast app of choices. We're across most mediums, so find us. Let us know what you think. And, here's a space podcast. Listen to this thing than us.
Greetings, interstellar travelers, from Point Zero Star, a sci-fi RPG adventure with 5 humble Canadians as your hosts. Follow the crew of the Mary Shelley, Vinyl Flyway.
I would just hate it if we walked in there, with like a gun, and then she shot us with our own gun.
K's.
You'll have to excuse me, Coachella, but I'm going to have to cut our lunch short.
Coachella's my sister.
Nix Nedra.
And she looks up at Nix, and she's studying you for a sec, just eyeing you up.
I flex.
And the daring captain, Rust Duckers.
And he's like, that's you, right?
Yeah, it is. And, if you ever hear anybody talking about it, just remind them who you sold this thing to.
They're just trying to earn some thread and stay under the radar, but things haven't worked out that way so far. Look for Point Zero Star on iTunes or wherever you receive podcast transmissions.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, everybody's favorite D&D 5e play podcast. I am your host and DM for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. To my right,
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dash as Admiral Peleus Ian Earth.
Rhett as General Durak Dragonsbane.
And Milo as Pastor Ren.
All right.
We all have titles.
New titles, everybody. And last time they showed up in Rel Seren and they had a little bit of adventure, walking around, going to stores. Peleus still trying to go after Aoth, got her some studded leather, and got himself a Cloak of the Manta Ray, which is pretty sweet.
Sick.
And Durak got his sword polished. Ren is getting Sunday morning church service shirts for everybody.
It's not a cult.
And
It's a cult.
That's exactly what a cult leader would say.
Yeah. Not a cult. People just show up and give you all their stuff. And Cinder learned a little bit more about the visual look of the sword. His sword, the Golden Lady. And they got a room at, what was it?
The Ins and Outs.
The Ins and the Outs. Proprietor Halfling Alton Brush Gatherer. And you guys were all in your room, some attuning to your weapons, some attuning to yourself in the mirror. I will say this, because, you guys took several days to get here on the boat, and you guys were probably attuning there and that sort of stuff.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. For
so,
several days.
We are going to delve this out right now. I will say that you've Cinder, you have attuned to level 1 of the Golden Lady. You now get a +1 to all attacks, and
I'm gonna need it.
Yep. And you have a pretty cool thing that happens with your sword that you can do right now. Okay. Do you have a bonus action?
Yes.
Perfect. I thought you did. You can use a bonus action to toss this magic sword into the air and speak the command word, whatever you want it to be. When you do so, the sword begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. The sword uses your attack roll and ability score modifier to damage rolls.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Funky Town.
And
It's a command word.
And now with your whip, if you were to use it,
which we all know I will.
Yeah. If you want to use your bonus action to engage this feature on the whip. It'll stay engaged for as long as you want. It now turns into a fiery whip. You get a +1 to your attack with your whip. And what does your whip do now?
1d4.
1d4. Okay, now it does 1d6, both slashing and fire damage. So you can call which one you want it to do. Even if it's on fire, you can still have it just do slashing or whatever. Okay. Or if you want it to be a specific all fire damage thing, it's all good. Okay. Whatever you prefer. So you've attuned. You're at level 1 attunation. Add attuningness.
So +1 to attack.
+1 to attack.
It can fly up to 30 feet.
Engage
and
your bonus
hit
action.
Somebody within 5 feet. And my whip. Do I have to dual wield in order to get the fiery whip?
No. If you don't want to use, your sword does not have to be out.
Okay.
All you have to do is grab the sword. You use your bonus action to engage the fire feature, and then you can attack.
Cool.
And it does 1d6 slashing and fire damage now.
Cool.
Dash, your amulet. You've bumped up the stats. Remember, you have cantrip caster.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, every third roll, you are allowed to cast any cantrip you like. And now, since you've attuned, the DC drops to a DC 8. All you have to do is beat a DC 8. So, if you beat a DC 8, you can cast any cantrip you want every third roll.
Sick.
So for example, first roll of combat, you'd be able to use it again on the fourth roll of combat.
Yep.
Yeah. Your luck of the draw used to be beating a DC 12. It's now a DC 10, and you can re-roll your entire turn once per long rest. To everyone else, it will seem like a glitch in the Matrix, as if nothing happened if you invoke this, and if you succeed in beating a DC 10, then you get to re-roll the entire last turn of yours.
I don't think you've ever used that, but that's
no, he hasn't.
I haven't.
However, the effects of the new rolls
so.
cannot be undone once you cast, so be careful on how you use this. Number 3, still the same. While you wear this, you have advantage on all rules dealing with you being on any vessel in the water. Vessel is a very loose term. If you're on it and you're in the water, you get advantage on whatever you're going to do.
Not in the air, though.
That is true. Number 4, if you are attacked with any sort of fire attack, it is still the same. All fire attacks rolled against you have disadvantage. And then you have your cloak. Now, Duroc. Let's see here. Where did your stuff go?
It is awesome and can now kill everybody.
Well, you kind of do that a lot already. Let's see here. Duroc.
So I guess the power was in me the whole time.
The power's been in you the entire time. All right. Right now, okay. Right now, Drakenstöter, Duroc, because since you've been attuning, you now have a +3 to attack. And you have advantage on all dragon attacks.
Sweet. Does that count on Dragonborn?
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Gotta find me some Dragonborn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick some fights.
Yeah.
You gotta try
and
it
then
out.
and remember, you have this feature, comprehend languages once per day for 1 hour duration. Understand any language heard. All you have to do is, I want to comprehend languages or whatever you want to say. And you still have one more feature to unlock on this sword, so keep attuning. Ren, your cloak. You've been attuning, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you've been writing your dad's
I've
book.
been writing my father's journal.
Then
yeah.
you get nothing.
Ah.
Well, you weren't attuned to your cloak. And every time I tell
hear.
you to attune to your cloak, you go, I don't think I'd be doing that. So
I did what I thought I would do.
That's fair.
All right, so that is where we are at. Everybody, after your short little rest or whatever, and you've cleaned up, you look nice, and you all meet down. You all meet down back in the lobby of the ins and the outs.
So, let's go start a fight, guys. I
There's
feel more powerful.
There's definitely patrons in there that aren't necessarily, it is like a bar in restaurant. Like people come in and just have good food and that sort of stuff there. It is hustling and bustling. It is dinner time, and the food smells good. Ren, you smell a very, very familiar smell. You recognize wholeheartedly your mom's recipe for pork belly and apple butter.
That's unusual. I'll go to a waitress and ask about their pork belly and apple butter.
Okay. What do you want to know about it?
Is it like a local recipe? How can I have some?
Would you like to order food?
I can smell the pork belly and apple butter that you have. Can I have an order?
So you would like to order food?
Just give me some.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, he wants food.
Okay, sure.
We come from an uncivilized land. I apologize for my friend.
Okay,
You know he's a cult leader, right?
And what do you? Okay, are you guys just going to sit at the bar? What's going on?
No,
Are we going to pregame or?
Well, I thought we would check out the buffet at the casino. I didn't know we were getting food here.
I just need to try this real quick. We can go right afterwards.
Okay. You guys want to just let him have his thing?
You guys want a glass of bourbon?
Yeah, I'm going to have a tankard of whiskey.
Okay.
So I guess we belly up.
Beer stein.
A beer stein of whiskey.
Okay.
I'll throw that back.
Sure. They give you that.
Do you want me to make Constitution roll?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Make yourself a Constitution roll for how well you hold it. Everybody else just get some drinks, and Ren, you wait on your pork belly and apple butter. And
8.
I will say that
that didn't take long.
Sloshed.
You were having a great time already.
Peleus, this was the pregame.
Yeah, well, looks like a pregame, didn't I? Looks like a pregame pretty good.
When I see the rest of the group belly up, I order 3 more.
Whoa.
Pork belly and apple butter? Okay.
Oh.
Buffet's off.
You gonna dissect that recipe?
I'm just curious.
There we go.
Tavern. Now we're there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you,
You grab the waitress again, and you're like, make it 3 more orders, type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So you do that, and she's like, I'll make sure that they all come out together. And so 10, 12 minutes go by or whatever, and they bring it all out. Ren, it is displayed in a way that is exactly like your mom's. And you're like, oh, this is weird. And I will say that upon tasting it, it's like 98, 99% there. And you're like, this is insanely weird.
Ren, is there something wrong? You're looking at your food like it's moving.
It tastes good to me. Why aren't you eating?
It's really just the best I've had in all of our travels. It's the closest to my mother's recipe.
It tastes the same to me.
Alton, he's behind the bar. He sees you guys get your food, and like he's been busy. And he comes over and he's like, "Hello, friends. You guys all look clean and ready to go. I see you've gotten some of our pork belly and apple butter. It's good stuff."
Yeah, thank you.
This is a great recipe. Are you from Cade? Are you from?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Where I lived at one point in my life, I guess. What family do you hail from?
We're the Brush Gatherers.
Is there a town that you maybe lived in?
No, I mean, we kind of like kept to ourselves and that sort of thing. We're like on the outskirts, but we always came into town, and I'm the crazy one. Alton's the crazy one. Wants to open his own business. Go to Relsarin, the big city, open a business. Ugh. But I travel all around Cade, and I wanted to really bring like halfling culture and the types of foods that I loved. Make it really a part of my restaurant here. As you can see, we're very, very popular. People come here for the food. They don't even stay half the time, but it's all good.
This is wonderful. This dish is amazing.
Thank you.
Just almost exactly like my mother made. Where did you get the recipe?
It was in a tavern. It was in a tavern in Olger. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it was a lady. I can't remember her name. Shoot, what is her name?
Molly?
Molly? No, close. Holly. That's what it was. Holly. Holly Molly's Tavern. That's what it was. She does something actually
So
way
yeah,
fancier.
this is really good food. We should probably go to the casino, though, guys. What do you think?
Ren, are you okay?
Do you want me to like wrap it up and send it to
No,
your rooms?
it's okay.
or-
Let's go to the casino.
Is everything all right?
What's
Ren?
wrong?
No,
Looks
it's
like he's
cool.
crying. Why'd you make my friend cry?
And he's peed his pants. What's going on here? What's in this pork belly?
Nothing. It's delicious. You guys all think it's delicious. You
Ren,
don't
do you need me to
understand
do
why Ren is
something?
acting so weird.
Here, clean up your pants. I hand him a napkin.
Ren did not piss
He
his
didn't
pants.
pee his pants. Shut up.
His pork belly's really good.
Oh,
We should
Dash
go to the
definitely peed his
casino.
pants.
Peleus definitely peed his pants.
What? No,
But
I
the manta ray
spilled.
cloak absorbs the...
Yeah, all got magic in me clothes. I'll never pee my pants.
What do you think about that?
What do you think about that?
Wow.
Okay.
Aoth is going to love this.
Oh no, Aoth, I'm too much for her right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you're aware. Like, that's good.
You guys,
Let's go to
ready
the
to go?
casino.
All right. Let's go to the
Gambling.
casino then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go gamble.
Beers
Okay.
for the road, Cinder.
no, I'm okay.
And if we
Ren?
don't win, I'll shoot a fireball
door.
at him.
All right, I see Ren going, and I tail him out.
Okay. You guys
thing.
all exit the ins and the outs.
Ren, are you all right?
Yeah. What happened in there?
Well, so he is from the same town that I lived in before all of this started happening. And Holly is my mother.
He has your mother's recipe.
Yeah.
How, does she give it freely?
She might. I don't know. I didn't really pay much attention to that when I was there. It all makes me very uncomfortable, and I'd rather just go to the casino, and we should have fun, guys.
How old is this guy compared to Ren? Like, would I know from
Dad age?
He looks younger because Ren's like what 75. Mm-hmm. He definitely looks younger, like
Younger
than Ren, but
okay.
he also definitely doesn't look. You would imagine anywhere from 45 to 55.
Okay.
He's got a little salt and pepper.
Yeah. Does he resemble Ren in any way?
Do you think that he
No,
stole
this guy's
your
super
mother's
in shape.
recipe?
Okay.
This guy's the Clooney of half elves or
Okay.
halflings.
Okay.
Do you think he stole your mother's
Ren's
recipe?
John Candy.
No, I don't think anything like that. I think he's a perfectly fine gentleman, and he's running a wonderful business, and he's doing great by all halflings.
Ren, you're sweating.
Are you just homesick?
Guys, can we just go to the casino? I think there's going to be a lot of fun there.
Ren, you peed your pants.
All right.
Yeah, let's
I like that he
go.
keep's trying to push that agenda.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can I roll
Gonna cast
Constitution
command
to see if
for
I
you to pee
sober
your
up a little?
Yeah.
All you
Peleus
had
is
to
a
do
man
is
of the
ask.
drink. He knows how to drink. So as soon as you get outside and back on your feet, you're like, this is just like a ship. I can do this.
Seems like it's sober.
23.
In classic Peleus fashion, all of a sudden, the second you get out, start walking, it's almost like, you're Jack Sparrow, and you're just like, I'm in my element. Here we
All
go.
right, got
It must
a bit
be
of a
the-
sea air
the
in
salty
my,
air, yeah.
Salty
If
air in my
the only thing I
nostrils.
will say is that for a little bit you'll have disadvantage on your rolls. Like if you're going to try to gamble and make it positive, or if you're going to get in a fight, I'm going to give you disadvantage just for a little bit because you're technically still drunk. You just know how to handle your.
Oh,
booze.
here we go. Let's go. I
But
did
that way
drink
you don't have to do the voice the whole time.
I did drink a tankard of whiskey. It might have been a mistake.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the casino.
yeah.
Okay, you guys make your way way west towards the Dragon Head Casino. As you get closer, it's nighttime now. You see it looks absolutely beautiful. As you're coming up, it's what sort of would seem like a white and light gray sort of marble building, during the day. Now with the night, you and the way the lights are on it, the way the shadows, it's like they purposely, contoured the building and given it shadows and given it, black and gray areas. And from what you've heard described of Nearsis, or if you've seen my dog, it's not dissimilar. Or Ren's cloak, for example, you've noticed it's the coloring, kind of like how it waves. It resembles Ren's cloak and what you would assume what the Nearsis would look like. like. As you're walking up, you start to see, like rickshaw type things, taking people. There is like the huge casino thing, but then to the right and to the left of it, there's shorter buildings, maybe 4 or 5 stories, and you would imagine that's more of like the hotel stuff, but it is attached to the main on either side of it, so it would look like this. Basically, here's your main entrance, and then around there's like craggy stuff in the background, but this is like the main focal point. It does look like the taller up places, maybe there are some rooms, but you guys make your way up. People are dressed very, very fancifully, and on the front of the entire casino, you see a huge banner with some of the most attractive half-elves you've ever seen in very scantily clad. Whoa. The Rel Seren half-elves, and it says, in 3 days there is a fashion show.
I look at Peleus. Uh-oh.
Nice. I love me some half-elves.
Cinder, you would recognize some of these from the magazine that you took from that dude. And
yeah.
It's the Victoria's Secret Angels, the Rel Seren half-elves. Yeah. So they're having the fashion show here in 3 days, and you see this big grand entrance to the casino. It's all lit up. It's beautiful. Dangly, like floating little orbs of light, and that sort of thing. They're just sort of like floating in this, the little under the covered area. And people are dressed, and you see some doorman people that are dressed in very nice. You also see some security people who, some are in very nice suits. Some of them are in very nice robes. Some of them have like very concealed looking weapons. Durek, you're a man, you understand how to conceal a weapon, and there's definitely security, both physical and magically, but everyone has a good face on. There's tons of people like checking stuff, getting things for people as you're sauntering up to the casino.
You guys, I'm excited. I've never done anything like this.
You never gambled?
Not with money, no.
Dick and weird, okay.
I gamble every time I step foot on the battlefield.
I thought that was a guaranteed thing.
Yeah.
It is. I've never lost.
So it's not a gamble.
You're taking the metaphor too literally.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just enjoy it.
Maybe use the wrong metaphor.
Peleus is gonna just walk in the front door.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Okay, so you guys continue to make your way up, and as you get all fully, you start to walk up the steps a little bit, and as you fully get up there, and you see the front 2 doors, you see another sort of banner, and it says, daily viewings of the Egg of Nearsis from 9 to 5.
Gentlemen.
Magic map couldn't point us here? Seems kind of obvious.
I think the map realized it didn't need to.
The map's conscious now?
Do you think it's
the map's brain was like,
they'll
this is too much of a crutch. Maybe I'll make them figure stuff out.
You guys think this is the real one? The one that we need to...
I say we go get tickets.
Look at this place. Nothing's real here, Cinder.
Oh, it sounds like we're about to pull off a heist.
And then Peleus puts on sunglasses and the theme song starts.
And we all stand there for an awkward amount of time.
But Peleus is just doing this with his mouth.
I just like the idea of a big band
and
playing.
We slowly, one by one, leave
so we can just go view the egg?
From 9 to 5, it is after 6 p.m. now.
Shoot.
I guess we'll be here a while.
We're just going to camp out?
Yeah, you got to wait online all night?
Well, gentlemen, if they're doing viewings, what do you say we scope it out tomorrow and maybe... I'm getting excited about this. Like, I was excited before, but now this is what I'm about.
How about we just approach the owners of this egg, tell them that we're Ren and Friends, and we're trying to save the world, essentially, And if we could have the egg, it would be very beneficial to everyone.
I value your opinion and your
Ren.
idea, but that's my way is way more fun.
Ren, I think we're going to need a little less of your touch, a little more of my pirate touch on this
I
one.
noticed you didn't have a drink at the restaurant, and I'm beginning to think that was a mistake.
Beginning to question your loyalty.
Ren, the spirit is there. However, I don't think that's the move here.
I want to walk up to any gambling table.
Okay.
And just start chatting up some fine-looking fellers.
All right, so you make your way into the casino then?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna
great.
Go up to a table.
Great. You enter into the casino, and at the front it looks a little bit more like a hotel lobby. There's a big old, like, massive sort of counter. Think like, a bigger version of, like, the counter in, like, Home Alone 2. And, sorry about that.
So many fancies here.
Yeah. that was the sound of somebody ringing the bell and letting them know that their room was ready. Yeah, and like you see clearly, this is like where you would check into the hotel specifically. There's people checking in. It's very, very large. There's several people helping, and to the right, to the left. Like if you walk 100 feet to the right or to the left, there's some transport rooms, like the hallways for like lifts and that sort of thing to take you up to different floors. But if you go right or left, you're gonna eventually sort of be able to walk around, and then you'll go out into the massive floor, which is the casino and the gambling.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and go into the massive.
We have to start
massive
planning the
floor.
heist. Like one of us will have to create a scene and get hauled away by security. That's as far as I got.
So,
Let's say and.
That sounds like your Tuesday night.
So here's like the check-in counter, and for basic stuff, and then like they had like this sort of rounded sort of stairway out front. You came in, you can go right or left, and then around in here. Once you get out there, kind of similar to like the loot layer, like you see sort of like an overhang, like it's in the library, and there's like upstairs gambling. There's different types of games. There's all sorts of different stuff, and then all the way farther down at the end of the gambling room, you see scaffolding and stuff being set up for what would be like the catwalk essentially, and like you assume that's where the big people are hanging up lights and different sort of like magical lamp things, and they're sort of setting up for the fashion show down at the end.
So I asked Cinder, I'm wholly focused now on how can I swipe this egg, and so I go back out and I look at the poster for the half elves again.
Okay.
Just what time was the show?
It's in 3 days.
3 days
in the evening.
In the evening, probably after
starts
viewing
at 8
hours.
p.m.
Okay. So I'm trying to scheme. So that's all I'm thinking about. So you guys go gamble.
As he walks out to look at the thing, I kind of follow him, but then I kind of veer out and go back towards the bay, down by the water in the docks.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to a table and start chatting some people up.
Okay. So you walk up to a table. They're playing cards, and there's a crowd. Like one guy seems to be doing really well. This sort of like very rich looking half orc, and he, unlike the last half orc you met, which was like in that bar, and you guys were going to try to fight him. This guy looks clean. He looks, for a half orc, he's in a suit. You're like, this guy, the phrase cleans up nicely definitely applies to this guy. And then people are kind of like around him, and he's got some gals that are like rubbing his shoulders, and he just keeps playing cards, and like he seems to be the ones winning there. And there's like one guy that definitely looks nice, but he's super mad. He's frazzled and his hair's everywhere, and he's like sweating. And then all of a sudden they throw down some cards, and like the half orc starts chuckling. The guy's like,
Bad luck, eh?
no, yeah, that was the oh no, that's not going to be good. I got to go to the cage. I got to see if I can get some credit going here. And he like gets up and walks away. And the half orc guy's just kind of like.
I turn to the half orc. Looks like Lady Luck's in your favor, huh?
Looks like it's working out that way. Yes.
Nice. You come here often?
When I'm in town, I like to come here and play. Do you come here often?
Oh, this is my first time.
Oh, welcome. Well, sit down and play a hand with me.
Ooh, okay. I've never gambled in my life.
Oh.
This is all very new to me.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a deception.
Do you have to roll
I believed him.
Do I have to roll at disadvantage?
Yep.
I want to stand behind Peleus with my arms crossed and just look like his silent bodyguard.
Okay.
So that's an 8.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and he goes, yeah, me neither. And he winks.
Oh, yeah, you get what I'm doing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I meant that. So, all right, sure.
And he kind of looks over Duroc and he gives you a nod of respect. He sees you're formidable.
All right.
All right, so you guys sit down and we'll just say it's Texas Hold'em. You guys just like sit down. The guy's like, all right, here we go. And he starts dealing out all the cards. And let's see here. He deals out the cards, and you see Dench. Sorry, the half orc's name is Dench. You don't know that. You don't know that yet. I have it written down.
What's your name?
The name's Dench.
Oh, that's a strong name.
Thank you.
It almost sounds like ditch. Yeah, I like it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
My name is Admiral Peleus Earth.
Oh, you're an admiral.
Oh, did I say Admiral? Sorry, I get so used to saying it, sometimes it's like, just flows right out my mouth. Yeah, I'm an admiral. That's impressive, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know it
Welcome back from the sea, Admirable Peleus.
Yeah, sounds like you said admirable. I didn't like that. Sounded sarcastic, but whatever. Anyways, all right, let's play. Hey, also, real quick, have you been to see that egg they're on about?
Oh, I've seen it many a time, but I'm not recently. No.
Yeah. Do you know anything about it? Yeah. It's like how'd they come about having an egg?
The egg of Nearsis?
Yeah. How'd they have that?
Well, the casino is built on the cave and temple of which Nearsis was purported to have lived in when he was alive, but and they keep the egg safe against any and all foul doings. Out in the world, you can't be too safe these days. Am I right? I hear that there's dragons starting to come all over the place, but luckily we have this the eggs.
That's a real problem.
Yeah, there's dragons everywhere.
Yeah,
for the people down below.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I didn't realize I said it until you guys started laughing. I'm like trying to like, and then you start laughing. I was like, all right. Flying dragons just...
So, they're not worried...
Sorry, dragons are starting to show up all over the place.
There we go.
I've been drinking.
They're not worried about this egg hatching or anything. I mean, that'd be scary.
I mean, it hasn't hatched in... I think Nearsis has been gone for almost 1,000 years, and it hasn't hatched. They seem to know what they're doing.
All right. What do you do for a living there, Dench?
I'm in goods and services and trades.
Nice. Vague.
Acquisitions, those sorts of things.
Acquisitions? You acquire things?
I acquire things, and then I trade them for other goods and services.
Oh,
or I sell them at a decent and fair price.
Oh, right. You seem very upstanding. Do you ever acquire things that need a little more deft touch?
Possibly not the correct place to talk about that, but I would enjoy putting a meeting on the books with you if you're going to be in town for a while.
Oh, we are, yes, for at least...
I'll be here for the fashion show, so I will be here for at least the next week.
Oh, Dench, you are my man. All right, let's play some cards.
He looks at his cards and throws out a gold piece, and then he goes, "It's to you."
All right, yeah, I'll call your
Okay.
gold piece, and then I'll raise you 2.
Oh, All right. So you do that. More cards are dealt. He matches your stuff, and we'll just fast forward. You guys get to the part where now you have all your cards, and so you have all your cards, and he sort of like he pushes out 2 more gold pieces. You've got a pot. Other people have been playing. There's about 5. You've got probably 80. Well, let's roll some 10s. Oh wow, 82. Okay, there's 82 gold pieces in the pot, and some people have folded. Some people have put down their cards. Dench looks at you and smirks, and he's like, "It's to you. What do you got?"
Do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, roll something, and if you can beat a 10
at disadvantage.
No, I would say that Peleus is very good at being drunk and gambling.
Sweet.
I like to think that Duroc isn't, though. He's probably like, "Oh, that's a sweet card."
Yeah.
Like looking over your shoulder.
Would I add anything? Is there any kind of skill, or just a straight roll?
Why don't you add your
charisma?
Intelligence?
Yeah, add your charisma.
Okay.
Add your charismas, because you're a good
Charisma's
bluffer.
The most applicable.
I think so too.
Thing. Okay. 14.
Dope. Okay, great. You look at him, and what did you roll for your cards? What was the number? Or that was the number?
14. Yeah.
Okay, great. So beat him. And so you look at him, and you put down your cards, and we'll say that you have 3 of a kind ace high. And
nice.
You see just the ever so much slight of his eye twitch for a second, and then he goes. He puts down his cards, and you beat him.
Yeah.
And it was very close, but he had a lesser 3 of a kind
with a king high.
I was going to go queen, but and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, Admiral, it looks like you've taken this round. Everybody, a round for Peleus." And everyone starts clapping.
No, and Peleus stands on the table. No, please, no one, please.
Sir, you're going to have to get down.
Stop. Okay, all right, but
please don't make me call security.
They started it. He gets down. I can't help it when the fans want,
Okay.
When that guy starts saying he's going to have to call for security, I kind of square up on him.
Well, it was the person working there.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
I don't approach him. I just kind of
And he looks at you and he goes, "And you will be handled as well." And all right, we cut to Ren. Cinder, did you follow Ren? I forget.
Ren went out on the docks, I think.
Oh yeah, you went down towards the water.
Yeah.
In this area, because it's sort of it comes out. This is very nice. It's not like docks in the other place. This is kind of like there's waterside dining. There's a little restaurant and bar down there, and it's definitely part of it. You could go around it, but it's several hundred feet to either side. There's tons of tables, different stuff, and in order to get into that area, there's a maitre d' person or whatever, if that's what you wanted to do, but it's not like just go put your feet in the water off the edge of the dock. There's no dock probably within at least we'll say a quarter of a mile on either side of this thing, because
a place where I can see the ocean or
you
see
can
a body of water.
You can see the water right there, totally fine.
I'll just go up there. I'll look out over the ocean. Okay. And I'm gonna cast sending.
Okay.
To my mother.
Great.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell her, your boy is out in the world now. I'm visiting Ren. I was thinking of you today, and I wanted to say hello.
Okay. How long has it been since you talked to your mom?
It's been over 10 years.
Yeah, it's been. All right.
And I'm 76, and she was older when she had me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And how does that work again?
I can cast a spell, or I can cast it in, say, 25 words, and they know
I
it's
get
me.
25 to respond?
And they can respond.
Okay. I will say that based off of where the landmass is and where the other one is, that we'll just say they're a couple hours ahead. And so it's later for her, definitely. But she kind of you kind of hear a grogginess, like you kind of woke her up. And a sort of thing, and she sounds you feel. I will say that you feel an element of surprise of her hearing your voice again.
Imagine.
and you know, she just kind of, there's like a weird sort of timidness on the line in a way, I suppose. And she just, you know, responds back to you and says, like, you know, I hope you're being safe, and you should definitely look into the ins and the outs while you're there. They may have something you enjoy.
Okay. Yeah.
So she's no dummy.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Sending again. This is gonna burn up all my spell slots. I'm sorry.
I don't care. They're your slots, man. Do whatever you want.
Send it to her again. Is like I visited there. I had your pork belly, of course, not as good. How are things there?
She responds back with, well, I didn't give them the whole recipe. There's the one spice I left out.
Paprika.
What'd you say? And smoked.
How are things there?
Oh. Things are okay. Definitely trying times. A little bit of a guard faction.
A guard faction? That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes Sending again.
So, could you Sending again? No, wait, no. I'm going to spend an even higher spell slot and cast Scrying.
Teleportation. I go there. I kill everyone.
A side quest.
I'm going to do Scrying, and I'm going to do the town square, like where the water mill is and near the inn and stuff.
Okay.
And I can just see everything that's around that area for up to 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so you open up your third eye and you sort of go there, and you sort of you see the town. You see Holly's Molly's Tavern. Little thing below it, best wrapped pork belly in Cade, and you see some of the other businesses. People there's a few people milling about. You know, it's like I said, it's about 9 o'clock there or something like that, and it's a little or 9:30 rather, because it's about 6:30 here. And it doesn't look, it doesn't look ransacked or anything like that. It looks very similar to how you remember it. But if you're looking very closely, you'll see like one or two guards just sort of like wearing the Zarvog tunic, like just sort of patrolling the streets, not messing with anybody. But people do definitely kind of like, if they walk by, they kind of like swerve and get out of the way type of thing. But it doesn't look like there's a curfew in place or anything like that. It doesn't look like there's, there's not like people in stocks or anything like that. It just kind of looks like they're flexing their power a little bit.
There's at least some kind of
guard presence.
Guard presence there.
But it's not like they're picking on them. They're definitely. It's not like any of the other places you've been to with the guards. This one, like based off of all of your experiences that you've had with the people in these uniforms, both in Bulgurum and like in the mining places on Bog Lake and everything else, like this, I mean, I can't tell you exactly how you feel, but I would say that based off of everything else you've seen, you don't feel the danger that you've at least like the level of threat or whatever that you've seen in the other places.
Okay, cool. That's definitely.
But I would imagine it still disturbs you a little bit.
Yeah, the peacefulness is kind of gone. One more sending.
Okay,
gonna send it to my brother-in-law, Samson.
Okay.
Say, hello, brother. It's me. Long time. How are things? I'm in Ren, and I'm working on things for Ulagon. How are things there?
We'll say that's 24 words. I think it was. You kind of hear him groggily, like open up the connection or whatever. He's kind of like, and he also seems, kind of surprised or whatever. he says he's much more brief, and it's a little bit more of like a not like a like whereas your mom sounded like happy to kind of hear you.
Yeah.
It's not that he isn't happy. It's just much more factual. He says things are okay. The guard showed up about 2 months ago. So far, nothing too crazy has happened. I'm taking care of the church. Hope you're well.
I'm going to burn a 4th level spell slot. Do I need to come home immediately? Are things okay?
This is where Ren retires from the adventure.
To Samson, of course.
Milo rolls.
Okay, he says, he responds back to you and says, no, you don't need to come home. There would be nothing you could do.
Oh, he doesn't know.
We've got it under control, and it's not bad.
Okay. And I spend the remainder of the evening looking at the ocean.
Okay.
His brother doesn't realize that we're experts at liberating places.
Yeah.
Okay, Ren does not join you in the casino. So we cut back to inside of the casino, and we cut to Cinder. What's Cinder doing?
I am looking for some sort of staff, probably security.
You see staff and security all over the place.
I want to approach.
Yeah. So I wouldn't spend the whole time, maybe like an hour, and then I would go and find everybody else.
Kind of gather
that
yourself.
seems more
That's
appropriate.
a good idea, yeah.
Ren pouts by the water.
Absent from the next 3 sessions.
Could be really bad.
I find just a couple of security or someone official looking. And,
Okay. Easily spotted.
And I say, hello there. I'm new in town. Can you
welcome
Thank
to
you.
the Dragon's Head Casino, sir. How can I help you?
Wow, that's very friendly. I am interested in seeing the egg. I'm kind
Of course, the egg showings are 9 to 5, a.m. to p.m. every single day, 7 days a week. You get here early, buy your ticket. Everyone loves to see Nearcis's egg.
I'm a bit of an enthusiast. I was wondering if there's a way that I could maybe persuade you to let me have a private viewing, maybe?
No, we do not do private viewings. The
and
egg...
I hold out 2 handfuls of gold.
Sir, are you trying to bribe me?
No, I was just showing you my gold. Unless you're into it.
I would suggest taking that gold and going spending it out there in the wonderful Dragon's Head Casino. You could walk away with much more than that.
Wouldn't you like to spend it, though? I mean, I'm sure there's a significant...
I'm not a gambler, sir. I'm only a worker.
This is a sure thing. Persuasion.
Okay. Oh!
Better roll a nat 20.
19.
Oof, that's pretty good.
He looks at you and says, sir, surely you are still not trying to bribe me. Come tomorrow.
I'm just
9 to 5. You can look at the egg all you like. No, please. Go out and enjoy the casino. And he...
how about this? I'll leave
your
you.
Tongue.
That would not help, probably.
Yeah, lick him.
I lick my gold first, and then I put it away. No, I appreciate your time, and I'll take your advice. I'll have some fun in the casino tonight. But first, could you at least tell me where do you guys host the egg? So
it's in the egg viewing room.
See it. And could you point that out to me? Not being from around here, I'm unfamiliar.
You see he just points to his right, and you see a big old area where there's a sign, and it says, the Egg of Nearcis, and it's got bright lights around it and that sort of
stuff.
Like
I could have seen it if I had looked up.
Imagine like the Elsinore sign, but with the lights turned off.
Okay.
Because can't view it right now.
Okay. All right.
And he just kind of points at it, and he's like, 9 to 5. The line starts right, and it's got like the red, like little, the ropes. Golden stands with the red ropes,
Gotcha.
across. You're like, the line starts there. People love seeing it, especially out-of-towners.
Okay. And I imagine I just buy tickets over here at the counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a ticket booth over there.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Enjoy the Dragon's Head Casino.
And I want to go purchase 4 tickets.
There's no one in the ticket booth right now as it's closed.
Can I reach over and just take some tickets?
You can.
Stealth, sleight of hand.
What am I looking at setup wise for the ticket counter? I know you're roping me into this, but I'm really tempted.
Okay, what you would see then is you see like the little the things with like the red ropes on it. Okay.
Duroc, you may get your diversion of somebody getting arrested real soon.
You see two big, very ornately, in dark brown doors that are closed. Up at the top is the sign that's sort of, like an upside down U that says, the egg of Nearsis. And then on either side of it, you see, on either sides of the doors, you see two ticket booth counters.
Okay.
And there's a rug. There's a rug on the other side of like the red rope thing that has what you would assume based off of the Zarvog thing and the Golden Lady's coin. You see a emblem which is a different dragon's head, and what you would assume is probably Nearsis' symbol based off of your past stuff.
Okay. Before I check it out, I want to walk over towards Duroc and Peleus if I can find them.
Sure. So you were kind of over here, we'll say on the east side of everything, and it's very vast. Casinos are huge. So you just start wandering through because you saw them go the opposite way, and finally you come upon Peleus sitting at a table, Duroc standing there cross-armed, looking very intimidating behind him. This is the most recognizable face of Duroc that you've seen. It's this very stoic, classic stone-faced Duroc face. He means business right now. And Peleus, again, is like jumping up and down and is winning, supposedly. He's like, "Oh, you can't beat me, baby, I'm on fire." And you hear stuff like... everyone's very excited. Every time you win or whatever, people are cheering. Some of Dench, while keeping his composure and that sort of thing, is starting to look a little bit irritated. And some of his crowd and maybe a couple of his gal groupies have migrated over to Peleus and have sort of sandwiched themselves in between Duroc and Peleus. You got a couple gals like rubbing shoulders and stuff, and like being your casino groupies.
Well, that's okay, Dench. Sometimes that's life. Sometimes you got a full wind in your sails. Sometimes you've crashed on the rocks. Life is funny that way.
Absolutely.
Oh.
All right. So you hear that enthralling speech,
and I
Cinder.
say, I'm sorry, am I interrupting something really perverted?
As Cinder draws close, I place a hand on his chest, and I'm like...
No one sees the wizard.
and I then, in return, place my hand on his chest, and I say, "Hello." And I say, "Can you come with me for a second?"
Yeah, okay.
All right, so what, you guys walk 5 feet away or something like that?
Yeah.
The second Duroc leaves, more of Dench's crowd gathers around Peleus because they're like, "Oh, good, the creepy guy's gone." And
whoops,
they gather around Peleus and they're like, Peleus, gamble good,
Admiral.
And so you guys sort of walk a couple of 5-6 feet away or whatever, and you can start to talk.
So, Duroc, turn around, look over there. Thank you. You see that sign up there? You see what that
Duroc,
says?
you see the little entrance, the whole thing, the Eggenir says, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I see it.
So...
Free buffet on Sunday mornings.
No, the other sign. And I move your head.
Oh, Egg of Nearsis.
Yeah.
Free admission with buffet purchase.
That's where we need to get. I don't care about any of the stuff that's happening here.
You don't? I mean, he's on a roll right now. It's kind of impressive, really.
Yeah! I'm on a roll! Admiral. Can I roll a D100, see how much gold I'm winning?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
You played several hands. I would say you've been there 15, 20 minutes. Roll it twice and add them together.
Great.
28 plus 92?
Yes!
And then add that to the 85 you had earlier, or 82 you had earlier.
120.
So 202 pieces of gold thus far.
Cool.
There you go. You made your investment back on Cinder. It's like it never happened.
Karma coming your way to fill your pockets.
All right,
more
so
than one way.
Cinder and Duroc.
Oh.
You see the egg?
Do you want to do some recon real quick?
Right now?
Yeah, why not?
What if I leave him here and he gets mugged?
I think he can handle himself.
Plus, like, don't you think looking important might get us in there?
And with that contemplation, that's where we leave it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in to our little podcast. I've been Bentley Michaels, your host and DM for Season 3. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dash is Admiral, Captain, Peleus, Ian Earth.
Rhett as Dragon's Bane.
And Milo's Ren.
Thank you for joining us around our podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.